Niccolò Machiavelli was not addressing dreamers who wait for fate to open the door for them. He wrote for those who are ready to break it down. His principle is simple. If you want to rule, don't waste your time reinventing the wheel. Kings, conquerors, and genius strategists have all left a map behind them. A map made of gestures, methods, and calculated coldness. Following these traces is not a lack of imagination. It is the superior intelligence of not wasting your energy. Originality is a luxury for those who want to be admired. Strategic imitation is a weapon for those who want to dominate. These words, 5 centuries old, are not literature. They are sharp blades. They are meant for those who today want to climb the ranks, crush obstacles, and wrest from the world what it refuses to yield out of mere politeness. In the next few minutes, we will dive into a world of brutal truths. Practical keys that can overturn your reality from this very moment. Stay with me, because every second of this journey will teach you to play the game of power, and most importantly, look at history with the eyes of a predator. Empires were never built on sincere handshakes or pure intentions. Caesar did not cross the Rubicon by asking for permission. Cleopatra did not subjugate 2 of Rome's greatest generals with prayers. The Medicis did not amass their colossal fortune by following the moral rules of the people. These giants triumphed because they understood a fundamental law. Benevolence is a facade, a costume the powerful wear to appease the crowd. Evil, or what morality calls it, is not a destructive passion, it is a tool. It is the weapon you draw when pretty words collapse in the face of raw reality. Machiavelli was not a sadist, he was a clinical observer. He saw virtuous men trampled by unscrupulous rivals. His conclusion is clear. If you want to survive, victory has a price. That price is your ability to place efficiency before honor. The art of the brilliant parasite, innovation is a trap. You don't need to reinvent the wheel to crush the competition. The greatest conquerors never started from scratch. They observed those who came before them, dissected their successes, copied their methods, and improved them with surgical precision. Take Cesare Borgia, Machiavelli's idol. This Italian prince was no saint, but he was a genius of adaptation. He studied Alexander the Great and Hannibal not to admire them, but to extract the essence of their power. He didn't want to be unique, he wanted to be invincible. Today, too many people exhaust themselves trying to be original. But pure innovation is often the graveyard of the ambitious. The greatest successes of our era are optimized copies. Steve Jobs didn't invent the phone, nor the touch interface. He took existing technologies, observed the failures of others, and transcended the model. He studied, imitated, then surpassed. Machiavelli would tell you, efficiency beats originality hands down. By walking in the footsteps of giants, you save your strength for the final battle, the one where you will surpass them. The chimera of the lion and the fox, the dual face of power. Imitation is not enough. Sometimes, victory requires diving into murky waters. Machiavelli does not encourage gratuitous cruelty, but he commands you to be ready. Ready to change masks when virtue becomes a weakness. This is where the secret of the masters lies, to be both lion and fox. The lion imposes his strength, roars to intimidate, and breaks resistance with raw power. The fox, on the other hand, schemes. He manipulates, circumvents obstacles, and detects traps before they close. In a negotiation, if your opponent smiles while preparing a low blow, staying true to your principles is suicide. Machiavelli would choose to return smile for smile while preparing an invisible counterattack. People judge what they see, not what is true. Give them the face of an angel, the apparent loyalty of a devoted ally, but keep your mind sharp as a dagger under your cloak. Appearances are the first theater of power. If you control what others perceive, you control their reality. The armor of shadows, why shining too bright kills you. There is a deadly trap that has destroyed brilliant men, excessive brilliance. If you become too perfect, too visible, too loud in your successes, you become a target. Perfection provokes a jealousy that never sleeps. Julius Caesar was an adored genius, but his brilliance was such that it overshadowed everyone else. Result, 23 stab wounds from his own friends. Machiavelli saw princes who, in their quest to dazzle, ended up blinded by their own light. True power is discreet. It is solid but silent. Look at the Rothschilds or Warren Buffett. They don't seek to fascinate crowds with unnecessary displays of force. They build in the shadows. Be great, but remain underestimated. Don't boast about every victory. Mystery is armor. It leaves the envious in uncertainty and protects you from plots. The wise never show all their cards. By playing in the shadows, you prepare your most devastating moves without anyone seeing the impact coming. The end and the means, the verdict of history. Here's the idea that makes moralists tremble. The end justifies the means. No matter the rules you had to bend, the allies you had to bypass, or the gray areas you had to traverse, if you win, the world will forget your methods. Victory erases everything. The journey is not judged, the summit is. Today's tech giants, from Bezos to Musk, didn't get there by politely asking for permission. They crushed rivals, manipulated markets, and imposed their vision. Today they are celebrated as visionaries. Why? Because they succeeded. Machiavelli would tell you, don't waste your time wondering if it's fair. Ask yourself if it works. In this game, there's only one rule. The winner writes history. The loser seeks moral excuses. Focus on the result. If a tough choice brings you closer to your goal, make it. The world has a short memory in the face of triumphant success. Fortune and audacity, riding the river. Finally, Machiavelli never forgot the role of chance. Fortune. The world is unpredictable, and even the best plan can collapse. But his response is a battle cry. Fortune favors the bold. She does not come to those who pray, but to those who dare to create their own opportunities. He compared luck to a raging river. You cannot stop it, but you can build dams and prepare to ride it. Don't sit around waiting for the world to notice you. Force destiny. Identify an opportunity, take a calculated risk, and strike. Fortune is a woman who is seduced by strength and persistence, not passivity. Dominance is a necessity because the loyalty of men is quicksand. Don't seek to be loved. Love crumbles at the slightest problem. Seek to be respected, even feared. Fear is a constant emotion on which you can build an empire. The summit is not for the hunched backs and hesitant hearts. It is for those who study the greats, scheme like foxes, and strike like lions. Rise, prepare your moves, and take what is rightfully yours.